Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a law of peace. I know this doesn't necessarily sound logical, but it is if you get to the inner workings of it. When you forgive, it switches off anger. And it switches off some of the chemicals that would normally be being put out. And so there is an act. When you forgive, yes, it releases them, but it also benefits you and releases you. Right? Because if you don't forgive and you hang on to that thing, they can go on and do whatever they're going to do in life, and yet you're still hanging on to it. And every day you do, that thing is still building and puts pressure on you physically, emotionally, and spiritually, because you can't walk with God and walk in unforgiveness. Do you understand that? We are to forgive even as he forgave us. So we're in a direct violation. So that's one of the things. So you have to remember, you have to forgive, notice, people that have not trespassed against you, okay, or people that offended you, put it that way. Because we say trespass, and it's like, okay, how did it? But you have to forgive people that have offended you. Even if maybe they didn't mean to, maybe they did mean to. Who cares? It's affecting you. So you have to forgive to get that off of you. Does that make sense? So, now notice, the people that have not trespassed against you, they don't need forgiveness. Why? Because they hadn't done anything. They don't need from you, they don't need it. They might still need it from God, but still. Those that need it tend to be the ones that you don't want to give it to. Does that make sense? Why? Because you got something against them now, right? They trespassed, they offended you. You don't want to do it. Well, that's the very people you need to make sure you forgive. Why? Because that's eating away at you, even while you're holding on to it. So, as Jesus said, the well don't need physicians, the sick do. So look at them as a sick, and you're the physician, and you're going to release them by forgiving them, and now you can walk in the law of peace, which maintains health, not just in your body, but in your life, in your mental being. You ever try to sit and watch something maybe, and the whole time your mind is somewhere else? Right. And it's about this situation, that situation, what we're going to do about this. It can be fear, it can be worry, it can be unforgiveness. All these things are a lack of peace. And they all have the same effect. You don't walk in peace. God wants us to walk in peace. So, now, if you don't forgive, soon you'll be the sick that needs healing. And that, a lot of times that has to do with somebody saying, well, doctors can't pinpoint this. They don't know what's going on. Or the doctor said I'm in stress. Or I'm under too much stress. I don't understand that. And it's amazing because you can think, it's amazing. You can think you're in peace. And yet, internally, you're not. Right. And you know something's not right. You just don't know what it is. But even, how are you doing? Oh, I'm great. Blessed of the Lord, highly favored. You got all that. You got all the spiel. It doesn't matter if you're saying it if it's not true in your life. So